Hit that sub. Ooh, man. Now let me tell y'all most of all, what I found. This is the main issue. This is the biggest thing this video was about. What I found. Y'all ready to see this? Check this out. What's up, YouTube? We back today. Like I told y'all and I promised y'all, next video we can go ahead and take care of the essentials that need to be taken care of. And that's these rotors and these brake pads. Let's wipe the screen off a little bit. So we get this, we'll get these rotors and brake pads put on here because of the previous issues that I showed y'all. See how I got slight cracking? See, some of the holes got slight cracks, stress cracks. And I seen that on at least 3 of the rotors, maybe all 4. And so we got some new rotors here now. Hard rotors, non-sponsored of course, and the ceramic hard brake pads. And we gonna go ahead and get these things cracked open, man. Oh look, before I even do anything, before I go any further, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. And in the comments, write a comment saying I subscribe. Once y'all write that comment, I'ma personally respond back to y'all. I'ma message every one of y'all, reply to every one of y'all comments. Make sure y'all hit that in the comments and say I subbed, I subscribe. And I'ma message every one of y'all back personally with a personal message, man. So make sure y'all hit that sub, get them likes and them comments up, man. But let's get it cracking. These are hard brake pads. Yep, pure ceramic brake pads. These are the front and the rears. Are gonna be these right here, a little smaller. These are the rear brake pads. Let's take a look at these bad boys. Hold up, subscribe, hit that sub, hit that sub. Ooh, man. Look at these things. Ooh. You see the drill? So these are drilled and slided rotors. See, you got the drill hole, the holes that are drilled, and then you got the slots. See, some of them are just drilled, some of them are just slided. But these are drilled and slided. Then you see, of course, that makes faster heat dissipation and more like grip. These are the rears right here. Now these are the fronts. The big boys that go on the front. Ooh, this thing like 30 pounds a piece, like weight plates. Hell yeah, look. Let me tell you. Shoot, these are about 40. It's about a 40-pound plate right there. But yeah, these are the fronts right here. You see almost double, well, about a third more of the surface area. It's a lot more wider, a lot more grip for that bigger front brake pad. And that's the thing about these. See, when you got the 430, 450, 430s, the 450s, and 460s, they got the big brake on the front. See, all the Lexuses don't come with the big brake. Only certain models, the bigger, higher power models come with the big brake on the front, the 4-piston cylinders. And they got the bigger rotor. So we're gonna go ahead and get these things pulled off the car. And we're gonna go ahead and slap these new ones on here. Call it a day. Y'all about to be blown away when y'all see this one. Y'all about to be blown away. one of my little techniques I use, because compressing a brake caliper, it really isn't that hard. I don't got a special tool, you know. Just having these little hand crank mini clamps makes the job real easy. It's not hard. It might look like I'm cranking them real hard, but really, every time I turn it, I give it a second for the hydraulic fluid to slightly move out and go back into the drum. So every turn, it gets tight, and then you wait a little while, go again, and you just kind of work it down. And you see I got them pretty much all the way compressed back out. No problem. Now I'm about to put everything back together. That big fat tire. Yeah, I'm gonna get some new tires. Cause yeah, it's too close. It's close to call. Cause I can see by the time I get to low tread on this side, I'm gonna be completely bald on the middle anyway. So, F it. Hook that little bracket on both sides. A little pin. Just pop that little pin up. That's gonna release the pressure. And you see it's like it's spring loaded. Now we go ahead and start backing out. Oh, get out this right here goes down and locks both of your back pins, and it goes in these holes to keep these pins in here. See, now these pins can move freely. If you lose this, you might lose your back brakes while you're on the road, FYI. So always make sure this goes back in. Put it back in last. Just comes right out. So now we go ahead and pull these brake pads out. Drop them out the bottom. It's fine. Always keep them in the same orientation you took them out, so you can match them up with the new set and you put them back in. That way you know where they go. Out with the old, in with the new. We're gonna match them bad boys up just like that. Boom. That's it right there. The main thing about getting this off the bed, you gotta tap it with a hammer. Not a rubber hammer, a hammer. All right, so before I put these on, because I was about to go ahead and put them on. Before I put these on, I'm gonna go ahead and coat this. Because I did them on my last rotors, and we see they still test the time. See how it's nice and black and everything else is rusting? You could barely see a rust line because I had coated all of this black. The only rust line is right where the edge of the brake stopped, and that's, it was barely rusting right there. But where the Rust-Oleum performance, the black performance was at, it stayed nice and good the whole time. Also, your G2 brake caliper kit, black, also works right here as well. I had a can of Rust-Oleum black. I don't know what I did with it, so I'm gonna use this all black truck bed coat. We're not using it for anything but the appearance, and this is the best, most durable thing that I got, because I'm not gonna use black spray paint. That's out of the question. Ooh, see that? That's all you want. You just want that black drum behind there. You just don't want to be able to see rust in a year's time or so. That's the main thing you want, bro. Look at that. Now all I gotta do is hit the brakes. When I hit the brakes one time, it's gonna create a perfect line on the edge right here. It's gonna break all that off, and it's gonna be a nice, fine, clean line around the edge. These are the findings. All right, so looking at the front brake pads, one set was getting fairly low, and we were getting down to the grind, but you see right here, we just hit rock bottom. Didn't even know it. We was about to be metal to metal, and the way I drive, y'all understand. So we also had these little cracks that was forming on a lot of the holes from the heat. just over time. You can only heat up and cool off so many times. Now, the rotors, believe it or not, they don't need to be resurfaced. They're completely smooth, even though it might look like they're rigid, but they're not. So that was a good thing. But look, we had these little heat stress cracks that had happened all the way around on all the rims. Look, I mean all the hubs, I mean whatever you call them, the rotors. Same over here. Let's get back. Not as much as the back on this one. Again, look at that. Look at that one. Ooh, look at that. That crack was almost to the center of the hub area. Same with that one. Look, this one was bad. Ooh, another one, look. See that? I didn't even notice this. I didn't even notice it. These are the safety things that really matter. Again, the brake pads, not that bad. This was almost to the grind. But the biggest find of all, look, this is the biggest find that I had. My driver's side brake caliper. On the back side of the brake, you'll see in the video that there's a cotter pin. It was missing. So what happened, the pin that hold the brake pads in the actual caliper, the big metal rod, it was starting to back out. It was about 1.5 inches slid out. About 1.5 inches of that slid out. If that thing would have came out, the brake pads would have literally popped out. So that little cotter pin that was missing could have caused a big catastrophe. And I kid you not, you know how we always make jokes about airplanes and ooh, there's a boat loose on the airplane, you know, boom. Same scenario with a car, man. All of those intricate pieces, especially dealing with the suspension, are very crucial and critical, man. So always just try to inspect your vehicles, man, because safety is big, man. Safety is big. That took a little while. Wasn't long, just with filming and moving around and doing different stuff. Man, y'all ready to see this? Check this out. Look at that. Got that nice rotor back up in there again. Oh man, that looks marvelous. Gotta clean the car, but oh yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe. Like I said in the beginning of this video, if y'all go ahead and subscribe, put our subscribe in the bottom of the comments. I'm gonna reply to you personally, man. I'll give a personal reply for all of y'all, man. So go ahead, let's get this thing up, man. Let's run these numbers up, get this channel popping, man. All right, later. Deuces.